It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Cole Holcomb, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Steelers and the Browns on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 12 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they'll make some slight adjustments how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, Charles, we get a peek now at the Steelers 2023 class. And this was a team that received a lot of praise for how well they handled the draft board all weekend long and filled their biggest needs.
And they certainly started off great. Broderick Jones at tackle in the first round. Then they got Darnell Washington, a massive tight end in the third. That was a steal. And he likes to call himself an extra offensive lineman. But how about Joey Porter Jr., the cornerback out of Penn State, to start round 2? What a moment. Seeing him go to the team his dad starred for almost a decade, he should start immediately at corner.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run again here with Robinson to about the 48-yard line. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their... This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On second down, here's Gibbs. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Pickett on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steelers. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Gibbs straight ahead. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Fights him off. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown.
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over first and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 46, here's second and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The pickup there, 5 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a...
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Myles Garrett, the all-pro defensive end, there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that